What's up, nerds? And welcome back to the GeekBeast.
Look at the bass in your voice.
Network. My name is Charles Straight Perm Curly Naps Bab.
And
I have with me Mr. Shiny Bald Head himself, Centel, the Mackin' Machine Game Spitter.
Oh, AKA Sexy Milk Dud. Let's go.
Sexy Milk Dud. I can't unsee it now. I can't unsee it. Sexy Milk Dud. Now, hello, nerds. Welcome to GeekBeast, brought to you by the Geekish Network. This is your daily rundown of geek news by geeks that look like you. And we're here to talk to you about all the happenings for the day. And today we're going to jump into it. Like our title says, we're talking about dragons, Muppets, and Titans. Yeah, all in one day. You got to get it all today. Let's jump into it, Centel. You okay if we jump into it?
Hell yeah, let's go.
Disney Plus has gotten things moving on the Jim Henson documentary. There will be a definitive portrait of Jim Henson produced with full participation and cooperation of the Henson family and will represent a fascinating and intimate look at Jim's illustrious career, creating treasure characters and revolutionary TV and film. It will be directed by none other than Ron Howard.
Really? That's not bad.
This has Oscar-winning documentary all over it.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? Give me your thoughts on this.
You said Ron Howard. So I mean, that dude, when it comes to like pulling at the heartstrings, that dude is pretty good at that. Good. Hey, Disney Plus, fine, because I'm actually kind of glad it's not on Netflix because they kind of did the Dark Crystal a little wrong. Regarding the Jim Henson project, so I'm glad that Disney Plus was able to catch him.
Killing it. Yeah, they were like, "Oh, this didn't do the numbers we expected it to be. It's dark and grotesque. What did you expect out of it? You do that for the love. You give it 5 seasons just for love. They should have just done that. Like, this is for the culture,
right?
You do this for the culture. Anything about Henson, you do it for the culture."
Facts. I can't disagree with that. But you know what? I am happy Disney Plus picked it up. But you know who this project would have been perfect for? I can't believe I'm about to say this because we have absolutely ished on them for a couple of years. And that's Apple, man.
I knew you were going to say that.
I know. I mean, they're obviously making Oscar-worthy projects. So, they're tugging at heartstrings and not scared to express themselves. You can't tell me this doesn't sound like an Apple Plus project. No.
It does sound
look
like
at
Apple Plus.
disgust. Look at
No.
disgust.
I honestly believe you're absolutely correct, but we got to understand who the parent company is. Or was the parent company. Disney,
right?
Henson was held by Disney, and Disney's promoting a lot of the Muppet and stuff like that. So I can see them doing it too. I see them doing it right because their Imagineering documentaries is some of the best propaganda you will ever see about the happiest place on earth. It's amazing. It'll have you want to be a part of that company working minimum wage for 50 years.
I'm not mad at it.
So I can imagine they'll do him. They'll cherish him and show him in a great light because Jim Henson's an interesting person. Yeah. In some circles, people consider him weird. In a lot of circles that I'm in, we consider him a genius, an effing genius.
Yeah, but most people that are of a genius breed, they're different than the rest of us. That's why they're so good at what they do, because they don't think and do and act like regular normal people per se. They're outside the box.
I mean, they keep up his legacy so well because all the recent Muppet movies post his death have been really good. And Dark Crystal is amazing. I don't understand. It's good. It's just when you see it, you're like, super pretty. I wasn't ready for these types of creatures.
Yeah.
They look better. They look better in HD.
Yeah. I mean, for me, the legendary man of creature design is always going to be Guillermo del Toro, always for me. But close right behind him when it comes to just creating creatures from scratch, be it cloth puppets or anything else. Like the Jim Henson's umbrella of talent is legendary, and I hope that they do a good job of letting us like peek behind the mask and look behind the curtain.
Yeah.
But also, and I've said this one other time before, Jim Henson came from humble beginnings too, and he had to do what he had to do to eat in order to make waves. If you ever get bored, YouTube Jim Henson smoking commercial, and you'll get to see puppets smoke cigarettes and beat the hell out of each other and shoot each other and stuff. Like, and they're black and white too, so it's absolutely hilarious. You're like, Jim Henson, damn dog.
Well, he did have an adult division. He did have an adult division, and his son lived up. What was the movie that came out? The adult movie that just came out not long ago? The Happy Tale Murders or something like that. Happy Tale Mysteries, yeah. And I love that. It's all about the candy. It's all about the candy.
Good for that.
Speaking of peeking behind the curtain, we now got a date to the Game of Thrones spinoff. Drum roll, please. Baby. August 21st. They're going to come out August 21st with the spinoff, guided by none other than Mr. Martin himself. What do you think?
I mean, we'll see. Like I said, I feel like I was in a very good relationship with Game of Thrones. Very good relationship. That was my boo thing. We took that. We love one another. And then, she did me wrong. She did me wrong.
They went off the books. And guess what? This sticks with one of the books. So House of Dragons, that is properly named, is based on the book Fire and Blood. And it's focused on, as the name suggests, House Targaryen.
I mean, this sounds good on paper. We'll see. I'm gonna watch it. Don't get me wrong. It's like, if you've had a bad relationship with somebody and they're like, "Yo, you want to just grab some lunch?" and you'd be like, "I'm gonna go just to hear what you got to say," but it ain't never gonna be the same.
And it's 200 years before. It's 200 years before the Game of Thrones events. I just want to know they're gonna have Daenerys in it because she's my Khaleesi.
She wasn't to that last season. I'm like, who is this woman?
No, they made a whole new character. They made a whole new character in one episode. Who are
you?
They made a whole new character.
Whole brand new character. Built up eight years of me following Khaleesi through the desert and horse
running up for people, representing the poor,
birthing dragons, and then she went and flipped it on me. And then I'm like, nah, not my Khaleesi.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Speaking of characters that change,
okay.
Elliot Page's Umbrella Academy character will come out as Victor.
I was All right, I'm gonna give you a hat tip to that segue.
You like that?
It is true.
You like how I did that, right?
Yeah,
You like how I did
yeah.
that.
I mean,
Yeah,
I wasn't expecting it. You caught me
I got
with it.
skills. I'm good with my words
see you.
over here. I'm good with my words. So season 3 of Umbrella Academy is due out in June, and the Hargraves family has changed. So the Elliot Page's character has been announced as Victor.
Okay.
For this next season, which is going to probably make this.
For clarification, for those who may not be up to speed, I hate to dead name people, but just for clarification, Ellen Page is who Elliot Page was formerly until Ellen
became Elliot,
transitioned into Elliot. So in case you're wondering, Ellen was her big role for me was Hard Candy. She's been a few other ones. Golly, she's dropped a bunch of bangers. But so that's who we're talking about.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So with the Hargraves staring down the Sparrow Academy, because they're the Sparrow Academy when they go back into their present future, because they changed so many things in the past to be different. So they get to meet Victor Hargraves, which is quite exciting.
I mean, that's smart writing.
Yeah. So they honored Ellen when she became Elliot and gave her a male character.
Sure, I'm on board with it.
I'm on board with it. I wonder if it changes, if it deviates farther from the comic books now. I wonder if it does that even matter.
Probably.
Does that even matter for her character?
It doesn't matter. Like we're now at the stage now where if anybody's expecting an absolute word for word from panel rendition of the original source material to TV material, you're going to be disappointed on any project.
Yes.
You don't care where you go. So this is what it is.
And
Elliot,
the words that he says about him.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean to cut you off. Please finish.
No, in the words, what he said about himself, I love that I'm trans and I love that I'm queer. And hopefully that gets to come out in this character.
Sure. I mean, just be good. Whatever it is that, that's going on in your life, bring that energy to the stage and give a good performance.
Yeah.
I care about
don't beat me in the head with the message.
Yeah, I just care about the performance, and you have an amazing, interesting character, a really interesting character in that show. So I'm curious to see how that looks with the new things that have been added and or taken away. So I'm here for that. That's cool.
Speaking of things about to be taken away, Attack on Titan's final episode has the new trailer because they didn't drop it last week. They're like,
right. People were a little upset about that.
So we're gonna drop the trailer. Me too. We're gonna drop this trailer instead. So this has to be taken away, the final episode. Do you think this is the end for Attack on Titan?
It seems like there's a whole lot more story left. Like where we are right now, for them to wrap everything up within like the last 30 minutes, it seems, to me, I'm like, dang, I don't know.
They just got on the boat. They just got on the boat.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I'm like, and there's only 30 more minutes left. That's it. So if it's not the last episode, I'm happy and I feel like it shouldn't be, but we haven't seen the final product. And if it's one thing I'm not going to doubt is Mappa's rendition of the manga Attack on Titans, because it has been brilliant so far. So I'm not going to doubt him.
Yeah. The trailer itself doesn't give much away about the next episode, but it confirms a lot of what fans already have been speculating. It doesn't exactly seem like the end of the series. Right.
Okay. Yeah, because it seems like you could squeeze another 10 episodes, honestly. It feels like it, but I don't know. We'll see.
And all is uncertain means that it's possible and maybe even likely that it isn't the really real Attack on Titan's final episode. Instead, it's possible that Mappa Studios announced that the series will have a final season, part 3.
Part 3. Wow. Now that I would want that though. I would.
I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't think I'm ready for that. I got enough twists and turns this last
golly. Yo, this final season has just been, this quote unquote final season has been crazy.
It's like they're taking me all over the place. Like war and alliances and people dying.
It's like, crazy.
It's like, whoa.
Anybody can get it. If you're not watching Attack on Titan, I recommend.
You should, people I thought were who like that's his father. Find out it's not, and all kinds of stuff going on. Like what? I thought that was your father. They're not. Like I'm not your father. Like all kinds of wild things have happened.
Yeah. It's
like
nuts.
I didn't realize we were on the island until they got to the edge of the island in season 4.
It's a dog. It's so much. There's so
like
much
going on in this series.
And the things and
we learned a lot.
Mysteries in the basement and the history behind the people that live. It's a lot. It's a lot.
You know who dad really was. My dad treated you better than me. Like it's been madness. Madness. Speaking of madness, Falcon and Winter Soldier's violence reducing edit was reportedly accidental. The original to be restored.
Now, is that the one? Because I saw some imagery regarding like a pipe going through somebody, and then they took the pipe out of somebody or something. Is that what we're talking about? Was it that scene?
I think so. It says eagle-eyed fans were right. The episode of the Falcon and Winter Soldier has been altered on Disney Plus. So which one is this? So the Hollywood reporter Ryan Parker wrote on Twitter, I hear from a reliable source it was a software control issue and the wrong file was recently published accidentally. It's been corrected immediately. So I guess it was that scene. So they updated the file. Oh, that's the wrong file. Try to label it TVMA because they have TVMA on Disney Plus now. And so that they changed. Hey, Disney's growing up. It's no longer for kids.
We'll see.
I mean, they put all the Marvel shows on it. All the Marvel shows are going to be on it. Deadpool is on it.
Yeah, but I don't know if this is true or not, but I'm hearing some nerfing of the original Netflix series. It may be happening. I don't know. That's Twitter talking. Yeah. That's Twitter talk. So we'll see. Okay. Yeah. I haven't run back any of the Netflix series. Well, the former Netflix series.
Let me tell you, I'm not going to run them back. I don't run back series that often unless it comes out of the account Mappa. That I run back.
I mean, Daredevil is good. I have run back. I have seen
the whole entire all 3 seasons.
No, I've seen season 1. I watched that twice, and then I watched like 1.5 of. I mean, because Daredevil to me is probably. One of the best. Did you do it
in the before times when there was like 3 shows on Netflix? Now the current since we're beyond the before times, where everybody drops hotness every other day,
bangers every week, bangers. Yeah. Back then we had to wait a few months. yeah, man. Yeah. Speaking of that, like. Even I haven't even got a chance to jump in, feet first into Bridgerton because the first episode was really good, but there's just so much content out here. It's like Moon Knight, that's right around the corner. That's happening, and Halo again tonight, and then it's just so much.
I did suggest we review Bridgerton this week, but somebody named Tails like, nope, I don't care to see.
Yo, and listen, and that was me. No, you're right. I'm like, why? I was like, Rag John Page isn't going to be there. I was like, I don't think it's gonna carry itself. But Shonda was like, you're not gonna watch my show? You ain't gonna watch my show?
That's what she did.
She cracked her knuckles and was like, give me the computer. I'm about to write a script that's going. This motherfucker, he ain't gonna watch my show. He's gonna watch the show. Yo, that first episode, I was like,
good.
Damn, Shonda. I was like, all right.
I hear it's good.
Don't doubt Shonda, man. Don't doubt Shonda. I doubt her.
No, her writing room is fire.
Yeah,
her writing room is fire. They get conversation right. They have always got conversation right.
Yo. Oh, I know we're going to live off the rails, but this is what we do. So apparently, Shonda is doing a prequel on Bridgerton regarding the relationship between the Queen, before she was the Queen, girl, that auntie that we love to call auntie, her. And of course, Mrs. Bridgerton, the 3 of them back when they were running the streets before
I'm so here for that.
That's what I'm saying, right?
That's Hot Girl Summer. That's Hot Girl Summer.
That's Hot Girl Summer. 3 of them in their prime. The 3 of them in their prime.
I'm so here for that. I'm so here for that. I'm so here for that. I hope it's some bickering Hot Girl Summer mess.
That's what I'm saying.
Victorian reality show.
That's what I'm saying. All that.
all that. Before they came women of prestige.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
You know. So speaking of movies of prestige, your main man Robert Rodriguez, he made a faltered on the House of Boba Fett, but he's coming off the new Spy Kids movie, and usually he has his kids writing it, but his kids are grown now. Now they're grown.
Maybe it's his grandkids. I don't know.
Maybe he has his grandkids writing it. But they said the plot details are still unknown. Though Skydance previously told Polygon the film would center on a new multicultural family of spies.
I'm here for it. I mean, listen, I'm a Rodriguez fan. I'm very biased towards him. And even though he may not always hit the mark, he didn't necessarily hit the mark with Boba Fett, but I am happy that he bounced back on his feet and he's still banging out projects. Yeah. You know, so I'm happy for that. And I know that Spy Kids is going to allow, Spy Kids is one of those projects where you can make a ton of mistakes because nobody's really going to take it extra serious because it's Spy Kids. If you haven't seen a Spy Kids film, so he can like relax and, you know, just, you know, be him. I'm cool with that. I'll watch it.
I'm going to jump in from the kids into something very horror. Shudder snags visual effects legend Phil Tippett's experimental animated pick called Mad God. The experimental animated picture project, 30 years in the making, will hit limited theaters and debut on AMC Network's premium service for genre fare on June 16th. That's interesting because Shudder has their own streaming service. They're going to put this, so it's going to come on the AMC Network streaming service, and they're going to put it in theaters.
Okay.
And I give you a little bit about the story. In Mad God, wrote it.
Give me up to speed.
In Mad God, a corroded diving bell descends amidst a ruined city with the assassin emerging from it to explore a labyrinth of bizarre landscapes inhabited by freakish denizens. The inspiration for the film came to Tippett, whose visual effects work can be seen in such legendary films as Star Wars, RoboCop, and Starship Troopers. During the loyal schedule following RoboCop 2. So it took him 30 years. So in between all these films, he was working on this as a visual effects artist. You gonna watch this?
Well, I'm interested only because I'm a fan of that visual effects style with RoboCop. Because at the time when RoboCop was rumored to be an X-rated movie and it was the most horrible movie your child could ever watch, and it absolutely delivered for back then. And then you see like the quirky but fun visual effects of Starship Troopers. So if he's gonna take like maybe like that kind of style per se, and then like wrap an interesting story around that. Hell yeah, why not? Yeah. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, and people don't understand, Tippett is on it. Tippett Studios worked on the Book of Boba Fett, The Mandalorian, Netflix's Lock and Key, Marvel Studio, The Falcons and Winter Soldier, The Orville, Black Adam, and The Man Who Fell to Earth. He's got super wraps up. And he's done art.
Yeah, I mean, shoot, why not? You know, yeah, I'm here for that. Okay, it reminds me of it's kind of like, you know, when you hear like Tim Burton's name on a project, you have like an idea of the quirkiness that's going to come with that name.
Yeah, and that's
yeah. So I feel like it may be that.
Yeah, 30 years in the making. It's probably all over the place because we've been through so many different ideas and climates of West PC and changing. I wonder what this is like. I'm really curious what this is like. I see a film that aged over 30 years. Like it has like puppet level CG to like ultra realistic by the end. I just want to see what that looks like. It probably looks like a gumball. Adventures of Gumball. That's what it looks like. It probably does.
We want Gumball to come back so bad. Somebody please bring Gumball back.
Yeah, Gumball. So
see that.
We're going to go from horror. We're going to go to one of my favorite topics.
Okay.
K-pop.
Oh man, I wish the Funk was here because he's way more knowledgeable about K-pop than me, man.
He is. This is the Funk. Correct us in the chat, the Funk. I know you're there. K-pop musical. It's called K-pop. Is the name of the musical, starring Luna. Sets Broadway opening. So, K-pop phenomenon starring Korea's recording superstar Luna will arrive on Broadway this fall. Producers announced today. The musical will begin previews on Thursday, October 13th, at Broadway Circle in the Square Theater. With the opening night on Sunday, November 20th. I am going. You gonna come with me and the Funk to go see this?
I mean, sure. Why not? I'm down for new experiences.
Yeah. We should make this a full-on the Geekish Network event and actually do a whole entire show in front of it prior.
Listen, Luna? I used to doubt a lot of things regarding Broadway, but ever since the Book of Mormon came out, and I was like, nobody's gonna see that because it's a different type of crowd that goes to see Broadway stuff. And that I want to say Book of Mormon won a few Tonys.
Yes.
Yeah, so I don't doubt Broadway anymore. Yeah.
Avenue Q. Yeah. I'm a big musical guy. That's a lot of something that people don't know about me. I'm complex, like Che Guevara, bling on.
So I love you, dog.
Dude, I love musicals. She was like, you know musicals? And I started listening to musicals to friends. And she was like, oh my God, you really do know musicals. Like, yeah, I love musicals. I love the opera too. People don't know that. I love ballet, opera, and musicals. Something new. Something new about them.
There you go. He's got layers.
Right. That's
like
right.
An onion.
Like an onion. Layers. Just layers.
Oh, because don't have layers. Sorry.
Let's look at layers. Let's talk about Luna. So Luna will be the star. She'll debut in K-pop. She began a musical career as a member of the popular K-pop group FX and has since had substantial solo career with numerous #1 hits. So Luna also appeared in Korean production of stage musicals In the Heights and Mamma Mia.
Oh, so she's already got her stripes.
So she's got her reps in. She got some reps in.
She got her reps in. Okay, bet.
Yeah. So I figured this is gonna be like what K-pop is in real life on the musical stage, where it's gonna be like a producer who's like a slave driver, beating them like Joe Jackson. I don't think it's gonna be that. I
mean, you want it realistic, right?
You want it realistic.
Don't mess your steps up. Don't mess your steps up.
Don't mess them up. Don't mess them up. Don't mess them up. Stare in the camera when you need to stare into the camera and wink your eye appropriately. Not a soft wink, a hard wink. you know, man, make sure your fingers got cramps. Fix those fingers. Somebody get a rolling pin. Oh man, the driving force behind production of K-pop has always been the fuse of vibrant, joyful, and wildly entertaining world of K-pop. So this is probably gonna be a lot of fun. It's probably gonna be very colorful. It's gonna be like 90s R&B and hip hop the whole entire time, and it probably goes through the phases of 90s R&B and hip hop because 90s R&B had phases in it as well. So it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. It'll probably do very well. I don't doubt that at all. It'll probably do very well.
It's gonna have a lot of dancing in it.
Yeah. It's one of the most popular genres in the world right now.
A lot of dancing and choreographed dancing. And speaking of dancing, Fortnite's getting sued by a dance choreographer who's worked with Bieber and Britney Spears.
Again?
Cal Hanagami is a professional choreographer who's worked with Jennifer Lopez, Britney Spears, NSYNC, and Blackpink, speaking of K-pop groups, and among others. In 2017, Hangami posted a video of a dance he choreographed set to Charlie Puth's How Long. In August of 2020, Fortnite introduced its complicated emote, which Hangami was like, that looks just like my dance. So, hey, Epic, you need to give me some of that money. Give me some of that Fortnite money.
You know how many dance moves in Fortnite have been stolen? I mean, it's almost... How about damn near all of them? So,
yes.
I mean, I don't see how this suit is going to be any different than anybody else's. I mean, good luck with it, I guess. Sure. I mean,
it may not be enough because the Supreme Court did previously agree with Epic's argument, ruling that the plaintiff must register with the Copyright Office before they can sue for copyright infringement. Notably, in the case of the So Long dance choreography, Hanagami does hold the official copyright. So Fortnite's like, hey, you can't come at us. Epic's like, you can't come at us since you got a copyright. And he goes, oh yeah, guess what? I got the Trump card. I own the copyright.
Oh, so he did show it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go. Well, if they do pay out.
Yeah, man. And we're gonna do one more story because we're talking about Fortnite. You know,
Okay.
Fortnite has a no build mode, so they zero build. So they thought it was gonna be like for the first 2 weeks for rookie Fortnite players to come in that can't shoot and build at the same time but can do shooting. And then they're like, oh, we're gonna keep this. We're gonna keep this mode. So you just run around gunning, it's running, gun shooting all through Fortnite. Jump out the sky and you shoot people in the face.
I'm kind of shocked.
You're from building to building.
I'm kind of shocked that option hasn't always been available, you know? So for them to add it, good. They must have gotten like a really good response out of it. So that's the only reason why they would keep it.
Yeah.
So
the introduction movie was like, they came and turned off the building. And when I hopped in and played with no building, I was shooting people in the face and I liked it. Because you're good at building doesn't mean you're good at shooting. Those are two different skills. I'll shoot people across the map. I can shoot you. I'm good at shooting. I'm a controller, that is.
Y'all keep trying to sell me on this one, so I may
we're gonna have you come in.
Jump in on the Fortnite. We'll see.
Man, you ain't gotta be good at building if you know how to shoot. That's my motto. I'm gonna stick to it. People like, you know how to build? Nope. I know how to shoot.
Deadly with these. This range, I
get manhandled all the time. Rodney and Crystal and everybody else carries me. I go down. I'm like, I'm down, guys. Somebody reboot me.
No, they be looking at you like, look at this.
This dude. I make the game hard. I make it interesting. That's all I'm saying. Speaking of making the game interesting and hard, that's going to conclude our show for today.
What?
Yeah, because we got binge worthy. Yeah.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, let me conclude our show and let the man in the sky, the Wizard of Oz, bring in the other guests. Hopefully they up and ready, So we only have one. Johnny's the only one joining us for a crosstalk. So we have one person. And thank you all for tuning in to the GeekBeast, part of the Geekish Network. And if you love what we do, like this video and subscribe to our channel. And if you like it a lot, we can hit you on your Twitch too. That means you can subscribe to us on Twitch. If you have Amazon Prime, it'll cost you nothing to be a part of our network where we'll be doing game streams, charity streams, and other provocative ASMR streams.
Why are you talking like that?
Don't judge me. There you go. Come in and judging me.
What are you doing? Man, get your man.
Whose man's is this?
Let me get my shout out. Shout out to Rodney, to the Funk, and to Digital Click.
Boy.
Yeah. Talking to you, Digital Click, for making us look good. And thank you for coming to our show. We hope to see you coming tomorrow.
I'm about to have a real Will Smith moment. I'm about to have a real Will Smith moment.
Wow, don't talk about Will. We don't talk about Will. No. We don't talk about Will. No.
Keep that voice out your mouth, man. Don't you ever?
Why? You like that voice? Yeah, get you in a certain type of mood. Oh, yeah. Keep that voice out your mouth.
You heard what I said. Keep that voice out your mouth.
Don't you judge this voice. This voice is what's making you moist. Okay. So Johnny Randy Randolph.
What's going on?
What are we talking about today?
We are talking about Amazon Prime's Upload.
What show are we talking about it on? Let the people know.
Yeah, Amazon Prime, didn't I?
No, but the show. What's the show we're talking about it on? What's the name of our show?
Upload.
But what's the name of our show?
Oh, binge worthy, man. You gotta articulate a little bit. You said, what's your summer? I just told you, Upload.
We're talking about Upload show on binge worthy.
Binge worthy, yeah.
Okay. Quick question for y'all.
Yeah.
So we're talking about Upload, which is about the afterlife. Y'all gonna be uploading to a computer?
Hell no.
You're just gonna die.
Actually, yeah, that's my question. I want to know, but yeah, I'm kind of
no.
You're not gonna go to heaven?
No, You tell me a server that's over 40 years old, and you talking about forever, ever?
I mean, the server shut down. It don't matter anyway, right?
Hey man, and I ain't got like hundreds of $1,000s for them to be spending on me. So I'm gonna be in that 2 gig hell. And every month I'm gonna have to get reloaded. I'm just gonna call.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, talk to daddy next month, baby.
Exactly.
That's so real.
They about to cut my free living off.
Oh, that's so real. I mean, I can't wait to talk about the show. This show's social commentary is so good.
Everybody up there getting fresh fruits and all kind of stuff, and I'm just in the basement with a bunch of poor ass. I live my whole life like that. I'm not gonna be that afterlife.
Not the afterlife. Oh, damn, you gonna give me? I still gotta pay these bills in the afterlife.
Yeah, you gotta pay bills. It is the smartest thing. We'll talk about it. So people that tuned in, we are covering Upload.
Yep.
And we will be joined by Courtney Scott Wright too. She will be joining us for the real show. And if you haven't seen Upload on Amazon Prime, I will tell you if it's worth watching or not. We have a lot to say, I'm pretty sure, about the show.
That's what we do. You binge watch it. So if you don't want to, you don't have to. And if you want to, we'll make a recommendation for you.
Yeah, we got the recommendation there. With that being said, we'll go down and come back up around 8:10 and 8:15.
All right.
Thank you all for tuning in for GeekBeast and Binge-Worthy Crosstalk. Peace.
Feed a little bit.